In forests that have been repeatedly disturbed through logging and fire, what the Australian National University have found is that the tree species composition is altered over time. So there's one particular species that is disturbance adapted called Silvertop Ash, and we're finding silvertop proliferate through large expanses of East Gippsland and far south New South Wales.
Unfortunately, it also happens to be really bad food for a lot of very iconic leaf-eating animals like greater gliders and koalas, and it has also reduced biodiversity more generally. So what we're trying to do is we're looking at ways that we can reduce the proliferation of this species and encourage a more diverse but locally appropriate suite of trees to grow in its place. So we've designed the experiment, and now we are partnering with Envite Environment to help us deliver this project.
So the first trial plot that we're doing is the control plot. The second trial plot is a plot where we only thin the Eucalyptus sebriais. The third trial plot, we thin the Eucalyptus sebriais and we direct seed mixed species of eucalypts. And the fourth trial plot is where we thin the Eucalyptus sebrii and then we plant mixed species eucalypts into that site. We haven't removed any large woody debris, like large logs that were here. So when we did our slashing, any small lizards or terrestrial fauna that was here had refuge to go to. The other great thing is the use of local staff. Their families have been living here for a long time, and the previous generations worked in our timber industry. So our people have a connection to these sites.
I've done a lot on the Snowy River, and that was probably 15 years ago, and now they're huge. Like the trees, so it's actually something tangible that you can come back and show your kids.
We've also been collaborating with Mudgee Aboriginal Council, whose teams have been working alongside ours to undertake the on-ground ecological thinning and planting and direct seeding of diverse eucalypt tree species in the forests.
For me, culturally, it's looking after the environment, and it's for generations to come.
Through these trials, once we've found out what the most cost-effective and efficient methods are to restore biodiversity in these forests, that will provide us with the tools needed to roll the approach out at scale.
So we're hoping that this also makes stronger forests that can provide the whole range of ecosystem services that forests give us besides biodiversity. So helping us with water filtration, helping us with the rainwater cycle, moderating climate, and making this world a much better place for all of us to live in.
I just feel great to see it start rolling out from when we first got here and planting diversity back into former logging coops. It's fantastic.
A big thank you to our project sponsors and funders, as well as to Envite, who are working with us to implement this project, that we would not be able to do this work without them.